request the Vice Chancellor of APJ Satya University, Professor Dr. Pankaj Gupta, to welcome the new students into the APJ family.
So very good morning to all of you, and I'm very much honored by the presence of our chief guest, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi ji, and our guest of honor, Mr. Arun Jain ji. Welcome all of you in my personal capacity and also as a Vice Chancellor of the university, that you have taken our first right step in choosing this university to build your career. But what does career mean for you? See, it is very, very important to know where you want to go. Where you want to go is sometimes determined not by us, but it is decided more by what are expectation of parents, society, peers, and so on. You are here to do some work. So some of the students whom I was talking yesterday, so I mentioned to them that many times you are governed either with a feeling that there is something missing in me, that is feeling of abhav, or second is some prabhav, that means you are simply inspired by somebody without realizing that whether you really have that seed of possibility within you or not. No abhav and no prabhav, that means no influence and no deprivation feeling from inside. You should have a feeling of completeness right now, that you are complete in all respect. Whatever has to happen, you already have that right now. And then from there, any kind of creation is possible. So that will essentially mean that you should be talking about your own subhav, that is, what is your inner nature? What are the things, what are the possibilities which appeal to you? What motivate you, which touches you, moves you, inspires you? So once you get in touch with your real self, then nobody can stop you. And as I was sharing that when you know Sachin Tendulkar knew that batting is my passion, or when Amitabh Bachchan decided, yes, acting is my passion, and then you keep on going with a fearless mind, then nobody can stop you. And then you choose your own parameter of success, and you define success as what you decide about that. You are only with the left brain thing. You know, you are learning something, you are memorizing something, and then you are just trying to vomit that in the examination system, getting some grade, and then saying, oh, I've got 92%, 94%. But even those grades, like I see so many students from class 12, even those 94% sometimes are not good enough. So what I want to suggest you as on this very important day, think about yourself. Because you are the person who is most important for you. Though your potential is being known by your parents, by your real gurus, but the real thing you can tell is only your own self. So my dear friends, the biggest differentiator is not the knowledge, not the information, but who you are. Nobody can take away from you who you are. And if you know your passion, if you dedicate your life with total honesty, integrity, and living a life of values, you will get your place on your own. You need not to ask. Maybe that your current employer may not give you the freedom, may not give you the money, doesn't matter. Your place will be set on its own. Believe in this very, very clearly. No human being can give you anything in life. Be very much clear. And you are what you believe you are. If you think you are weak, you are. But if you think you are strong, you are. So be a lamp to your own life. And I conclude by a quote on Eklavya. He says, हर संकल्पशील साधक को एकलव्य बनना पड़ता है. कृपा कोर की आस छोड़कर निज को ही जुटना पड़ता है, क्योंकि किसी और के मरने से कोई स्वर्ग नहीं पहुंचा है. स्वर्ग पहुंचने के लिए निज को ही मरना पड़ता है. So this is a very, very inspiring quote for me, and I just thought to share with you. And one more thing I want to say, that the best of the times are the worst of the times, and the worst of the times are the best of the time. It all depends what you do at that moment. So I wish all of you all the very best. Thank you very much.
I request Dr. S.K. Salwan, CEO of APJ Education Society, to address the gathering.
You have indeed lucky, and I welcome you for your luck that you have joined APJ Satya University. University is founded on the pillar of excellence, liberal art, innovations, and man-making and national building. You have come here for the knowledge. Knowledge of what? Dr. Kalam in his last speech has said knowledge has three components: creativity, righteousness, and courage. If you have three components and get that knowledge of three components of the creativity, righteousness, and also courage, you will never be failing in life. This knowledge of the subjects you have chosen. So you have to choose. This liberal art gives you opportunity for one thing. You have nurturing your soul, that is your character building, and nurturing your soul, which you likes the most. Fostering your mind for creativity and innovation, and removing pain from your body for making it a happiness. These three may be having three different subjects to be there. There is two things in life. One is to gain knowledge for happiness, other is economic stability. Economic stability, you have to choose a subject which markets needs and can give you economic stability. But for most part of the happiness, you may have to choose subject which you like the most. What is the best in you, you have to find out and live for it. And that is the one whole thing. You will find the nature around you can give you the happiness. This is how the nature looks at you. You have to look at the nature to be there and find out nature is the best designer. When you're solving a problem, look at it, which is the problem? Which can be greatest chemical factory than your kidney? Which can be more robust design than your heart? It is you have two kidney, 2 ears, 2 eyes, but only one heart. That is it. That basically is redundancy and robustness. So nature has made robustness and redundancy separately to create the systems. So please be system engineer, believe in yourself, love your country, see around nature, be happy, and keep others happy. Thank you.
We have with us Professor Dr. Subhanshu Trivedi, National Spokesperson BJP and Political Advisor to President BJP, the Chief Guest of the day. He has done PhD in Mechanical Engineering. I request Professor Dr. Subhanshu Trivedi to share a few words.
Your program today is the program of orientation, which means the beginning of your studies. Then the question arises, how to start and in which direction it should be started. किसी भी शिक्षा संबंधी कार्य को हम दीप जलाकर क्यों कहते हैं? उसका मीनिंग आपको समझ में आएगा अगर आप अपने देश के नाम का मीनिंग या अर्थ समझ सकें। भाई हमारे देश का मूल नाम क्या है? भारत। ये भारत शब्द का अर्थ क्या होता है? ये भारत शब्द दो शब्दों से मिलकर बना है, संस्कृत के भा यानी प्रकाश, द लाइट ऑफ नॉलेज, और रथ जिसे कहते हैं ना यहां कार्यरत हैं, मीन्स लगा हुआ। तो भारत मीन्स इन द परपीचुअल परस्यूट ऑफ द लाइट ऑफ नॉलेज। अब आपने एक बात कभी सोची, योर एस्टैब्लिश्ड कॉन्सेप्ट इन द ब्रेन अबाउट एजुकेशन इज दैट यू हैव टू एक्वायर समथिंग। मगर इंडियन सिस्टम में जब हम देखते हैं तो वो कहता है लाइट जलाओ तो अंधेरा भागेगा, यानी कुछ एक्वायर नहीं कर रहा है, वो तो हटा रहा है। यहां एक बेसिक अंतर है शिक्षा के बारे में पश्चिम की अवधारणा और भारत की अवधारणा में। जैसे हमारी जो अवधारणा है वो क्या है, हमारे यहां गुरु शिष्य वर्ड यूज किया जाता है। यू ऑल विल बी वेरी फेमिलियर अबाउट दिस वर्ड गुरु एंड शिष्य। I think a very few of you must be knowing about what is the definition of the guru and what is the definition of shishya. गुरु शब्द दो शब्दों से मिलकर बना है। गु जिसका अर्थ होता है अंधकार, गहरा, भैया बड़ा गुह अंधकार था, और रू शब्द का अर्थ होता है उसका निवारण करना। मीन्स वो पर्सन जो आपके मन के सारे अंधकार का निवारण कर दे वह गुरु है। इसकी बाकायदा ऑफिशियल डेफिनेशन है, ऐसा नहीं कि ये कोई हमारे आपके मन का बनाया हुआ कॉन्सेप्ट है। इसके हमारे क्लासिकल टेक्स्ट में या शास्त्रों में डेफिनेशन है कि गु शब्दस्तु अंधकार स्यात् रु शब्दस्त तन निवर्तिका अंधकार निवर्तित्वात् गुरु रित्य विधीयते। यानी गु शब्द अर्थ का है अंधकार का। अब आप आइए, शिष्य का मीनिंग क्या है। शिष्य का मीनिंग बड़ा कॉमन सा है, आप सबका ध्यान ही नहीं जाता होगा। आपने हिंदी में एक वर्ड सुना होगा शेष, इतना शेष बच गया, रिजिडुअल। ये शिष्य शब्द जो है उस शेष का एडजेक्टिव है, क्योंकि हमारे यहां माना जाता है कि किसी व्यक्ति को ज्ञान देना है तो कुछ देना नहीं है, ज्ञान तो ऑलरेडी है अंदर, केवल उसके ऊपर से अज्ञान या माया का आवरण हटाना है। तो जब आपने उसमें से हटाया तो वॉट एवर लेफ्ट वॉज रेजिडुअल, जो रेजिड्यू बच गया, जो शेष बच गया, वह शिष्य था। तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, हमारे आप उनके कॉन्सेप्ट में एक बेसिक अंतर है। इसीलिए आप लोगों ने, बहुत लोगों ने एक और संस्कृत का श्लोक सुना होगा जिसका मीनिंग अक्सर लोगों को ध्यान नहीं दिया होगा, पूजा में भी सुनते होंगे कि ओम पूर्णमिदं पूर्णमदः पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ, ओम पूर्णमिदम, ये पूर्ण है, बेसिक स्वरूप हर व्यक्ति का पूर्ण है। पूर्णमदः यानी मैं भी पूर्ण हूं, पूर्णात् पूर्ण मुदच्यते यानी इस पूर्ण में से पूर्ण निकालना है। तो मैंने क्या किया, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय, मैंने पूर्ण में से पूर्ण को निकाला, जो शेष बचा वो पूर्ण ही था। बिकॉज इफ यू टेक एब्सोल्यूट आउट ऑफ द एब्सोल्यूट, द रेजिडुअल इज ऑलवेज एब्सोल्यूट। जो मैथमेटिक्स के लोग होंगे वो समझते होंगे। देखिए आज की डेट में क्या है, एक ऐसी थिंकिंग बन गई है कि आपको क्या अचीव करना है, कैरियर अचीव करना है, गोल अचीव करना है, सक्सेस पानी है। क्या है, पावर, प्रेस्टीज, फाइनेंस, इकोनॉमी, नेम एंड फेम। कभी आपने विचार किया कि ये सब प्राप्त करके अल्टीमेटली पावर आती है किसी और चीज से? देयर आर सर्टेन बेसिक फंडामेंटल्स ऑफ ह्यूमन values like law of gravity and law of relativity which never changes even in 1000 years. They are eternal laws. अब पेड़ से फल टूटेगा तो नीचे ही गिरेगा, कोई भी नया सिद्धांत ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि वो हवा में उड़ने लगेगा, क्योंकि लॉ ऑफ ग्रेविटी ये बताती है। इसलिए अगर आप देखें तो हजारों सालों के जो ये मानव मूल्यों के सिद्धांत थे उसको हमारी व्यवस्थाओं में बड़े रोचक ढंग से पिरो कर रखा गया। आज युवा वर्ग को किस ढंग की चीजें, चाहे फिल्में हो या विज्ञापन हो या मीडिया हो, सिखाई जा रही है, देश बदला भेष बदलो। यानी सब कुछ आपका, जो आपके अटायर्स हैं वो ये तय करेंगे। खुशी क्या है, इट इज एन एनर्जाइज स्टेट ऑफ माइंड। ठीक, आपने कहा जी ये मोबाइल सेट मेरे पास आ जाए तो मेरा मन खुश हो जाता है। मीन्स समहाउ your energized state of mind has got connected with that mobile. ठीक, अब मोबाइल हाथ से छूट के गिर जाए तो जैसे ही ठक से गिरेगा तो इस हॉल में बैठे किसी व्यक्ति के दिल में धक से नहीं होगी, जिसका मोबाइल होगा उसके दिल में धक से होगी कि टूट तो नहीं गया। इसका मतलब एक्शन हुआ उस पे और रिएक्शन हुआ आपके माइंड में। तो न्यूटन्स थर्ड लॉ जो कहता है एक्शन एंड रिएक्शन वाला, वो ये भी कहता है two objects can only have action and reaction towards each other if they are connected with some medium, directly or indirectly. If they are not connected, there is no possibility of action and reaction. तो आपने मान लिया कि your mind has got connected with फोन, ठीक। अब थर्मोडायनेमिक्स का नेक्स्ट लॉ क्या कहता है? इफ टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ वेरिंग एनर्जी लेवल कम्स इन कॉन्टैक्ट विद ईच अदर द एनर्जी फ्लोज फ्रॉम हायर टू लोअर। अब बताइए किसकी एनर्जी लेवल हाई है, मोबाइल की या आपके ब्रेन की? तो जो आपने कहा मेरा मोबाइल, तो आपकी चैतन्य ऊर्जा का प्रवाह जाने लगा। आपने कहा जी मेरी कार, और जाने लगा। ये 10 कपड़े मुझे अच्छे लगते हैं, इसमें और जाने लगा। तो अल्टीमेटली क्या हुआ? धीरे धीरे एंटायर कॉन्शियस एनर्जी गेट्स डिप्लीटेड इन मेटीरियल ऑब्जेक्ट्स। मेटीरियल ऑब्जेक्ट्स क्या हैं? जड़ हैं। आप क्या हैं? चेतन है। खुशी किस में है? चैतन्यता में या जड़ता में है? इसीलिए कभी इसको ऑब्जेक्टिवली विचार करिएगा तो जो हमारे यहां कहा गया था ना कि भाई जब आवे संतोष धन सब धन धूर समान, वो हवा में नहीं कहा गया था। एक 21-22 साल का बच्चा जब पास आउट करके निकलता है यूनिवर्सिटी से, तो उसे लगता बस मैंने दुनिया पलट के रख दूंगा और मैं बिल्कुल, मेरे अंदर एक नया जोश है, मेरे अंदर एक नया ज्ञान है। वही 81-82 साल का एक बुजुर्ग बैठा होता है, वो उसको देख के शांत रहता है और सोचता कोई ऐसी नई बात नहीं, हजारों बच्चे ऐसे ही हर साल निकलते हैं और सभी यही सोचते हैं मैं दुनिया बदल दूंगा, और कुछ समय के बाद वो बदलने लगते हैं, दुनिया नहीं बदलती। क्यों? देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग्स विच कम्स टू एक्सपीरियंस। हाउसोएवर इंटेलिजेंट यू मे बी, बट यू कैन नॉट कंपनसेट द एक्सपीरियंस। नॉलेज को आप इंटेलिजेंस से कंपनसेट कर सकते हैं, एक्सपीरियंस से नहीं। तो अब अंतर क्या है? ये सब है नई सिविलाइजेशन। जैसे कोई 10 साल का बच्चा, कोई 12 साल का बच्चा, जिसे लगता मैंने दुनिया में पहली बार किया है। हम क्या हैं? ओल्ड सिविलाइजेशन, जिसने बहुत बारे दौर देखे हैं, ऊपर आए, डेवलपमेंट हुआ, नीचे आए, खत्म हो गया। तो हमें पता है कि क्या सही है क्या गलत है, हमने अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस से कर लिया है। इसमें एक क्वेश्चन और आप लोगों के मन में, कभी बच्चों के मन में आता है, अरे हम कैसे बिलीव कर लें, तो अंधविश्वास है। बहुत सी चीजें जिसे हम अंधविश्वास कह के ठुकरा देते हैं, they may be the experience of generations, they may be the experience of centuries. If there are something like personal experience in the life, you have to accept there are something which are the civilizational experience. कि जब हम ओरिएंटेशन यानी शुरुआत करते हैं तो कुछ चीजों में हम विश्वास रख के चलते हैं, कुछ चीजों में हम श्रद्धा रख के चलते हैं, which is the मैन्युफैक्चरिंग और इंजीनियरिंग ऑफ द कॉन्शियसनेस। तब आप एक सही डायरेक्शन में आगे बढ़ पाते हैं। तो मैं बहुत ज्यादा विस्तार में न जाते हुए एक बात सिर्फ कहूंगा कि जब हम अंधविश्वास की बात कहते हैं तो धार्मिक अंधविश्वास गलत है, ठीक है, पर आपने कभी दूसरी चीज पे ध्यान दिया कि वैज्ञानिक अंधविश्वास भी होते हैं? जिन लोगों ने हिस्ट्री पढ़ी होगी साइंस की, आप में से शायद किसी को पता है कि ऑक्सीजन की खोज किसने की थी? एक साइंटिस्ट था जिसका नाम था लेवाशिये। लेवाशिये ने जब ऑक्सीजन की खोज की और कहा जलने के लिए ऑक्सीजन की जरूरत होती है, तो उसकी थीसिस जला दी गई और कहा गया देखो ये जल रही है, इसके चारों तरफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है। तो ये प्रूफ है इस बात का कि जलने के लिए कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की जरूरत होती है। क्या था ये एक वैज्ञानिक अंधविश्वास था। भारतीय परंपरा में क्या कहा गया ना, कोई भी चीज को अल्टीमेट ट्रुथ नहीं मानो, देयर इज ए स्कोप ऑफ ट्रुथ बियॉन्ड। इसीलिए हमारे यहां एक और बात कही गई है, इस संसार को क्या कहा गया है? नेति। नेति का मतलब होता न इति, दिस इज नॉट द एंड। नेति नेति, दिस इज नॉट द एंड, यू कीप ऑन इवॉल्विंग योर सेल्फ। और क्या कहा गया? आ नो भद्र कृतवो अंत विश्वता, लेट द नोबल थॉट्स कम फ्रॉम ऑल द साइड। आप लोगों के मन में यह बात कही जाती है ना एंड में, इकोनॉमिक पावर बनना है, वर्ल्ड पावर बनना है, सुपर पावर बनना है। अरे नहीं भाई, इकोनॉमिक पावर तो जापान भी रहा, ताइवान भी रहा, सिंगापुर भी है। ये वर्ल्ड के लीडर बन लिए क्या? नहीं। अब आइए, वर्ल्ड लीडर तो अमेरिका भी रहा, रशिया भी रहा, सुपर पावर ना। हमें सुपर पावर नहीं बनना, हमें जगत गुरु बनना है। सुपर पावर और गुरु में क्या अंतर रहता है? जब आप किसी पावरफुल आदमी के बगल में खड़े होते हैं तो थोड़ा डरा हुआ और दबा हुआ महसूस करते हैं। जब आप गुरु के बगल में खड़े होते हैं तो उठा हुआ और आनंदित महसूस करते हैं। सो इंडिया इज हैविंग द कैपेबिलिटी टू इंस्पायर, कैपेबिलिटी टू मोटिवेट। बस यूं समझ लीजिए कि हमारा एंशियंट पास तो बहुत शानदार था, वो सारे एलिमेंट्स आज भी हमारे पास हैं। इस युवा पीढ़ी के ऊपर यह दायित्व है कि फ्यूचर महान ही नहीं होगा, हम वर्ल्ड को लीड नहीं करेंगे, वर्ल्ड को मोटिवेट और इंस्पायर करेंगे। तो अंत में एक वाक्य कह के समाप्त करूंगा कि गौरवशाली था भूत, भविष्यत भी महान है। गौरवशाली था भूत, भविष्यत भी महान है, अगर संभालें आप उसे जो वर्तमान है। धन्यवाद।
With us, we have Mr. Arun Jain, Managing Director of Fleur Daniel, as a guest of honor for the day. He is the Managing Director at Fleur Daniel India Private Limited. He has completed his BE in Mechanical Engineering from Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology. He has been a volunteer with Cheshire Owns India in 2011 August. He has also volunteered with Saksham in January 2009. He has served as the Manager Project Operations and Director of Project Management for Fleur Daniel from March 2010 to August 2011, and also as the Director of Project Management from August 2006 to March 2010. So I invite Mr. Arun Jain to address the gathering.
So you have hundreds of you together. How do you make another person select you? Obviously, you need to differentiate. You need to stand out. And how do you differentiate? Several of you have spoken about some of the things that you need to differentiate. I'll come to those, but there's another thing which I do want to talk about. Heard of the word called integrity? So what would it mean to you? The person who does what they commit to. So that's the basic meaning of integrity. And if you imbibe this value, I'm sure it can take you, many ways. So it means committing to what you do, doing what you say, doing stuff on time, different aspects. Another aspect, and I think some of the the speakers did attest to that, is the concept of having faith in yourself. So having faith in yourself, what does it mean? Don't be diffident, and don't be afraid of making a mistake. A lot of us in college, in school, because we are faced with authority, have this fear of somebody not liking us, somebody, rebuking us. So I can tell you from my experience, everyone does make mistakes at one time or the other. But one thing you got to remember, and again, this thought, you got to think it over, that when you repeat a mistake, it is a decision. It is not a mistake anymore. You have consciously made the decision to repeat that mistake. Also, remember, it's a very democratic society. I believe the only power you and I have is the power to make our decisions. So please use it. Don't be afraid. Use the power of making your decision. The only thing is you got to use it fairly and wisely. That we all have strengths, whether big or small. All that we need to do is recognize our strengths and then build upon them. So it's the concept of excellence in whatever we do, excellence in execution. You can give it different names. Doing right the first time. It's very simple. Doing error-free work. And some of you, I believe, are going to become engineers. Can anyone tell me why engineers say are different from doctors? In what manner? One very serious manner, they're different from doctors. It is the responsibility that we as engineers carry. So if a doctor is negligent, what can happen? At the most, one person will die, they're operating upon one person. But you as engineers, remember the power that you have. Every line that you draw, every pipe that you size can kill hundreds of people. You've seen the Bhopal blast, you've seen the tank blast happening at so many places. Engineers are in the business of creating hazards every day of their life. You got to do your work properly. You got to do your work with care and safety, and that is what will make you stand out, and therefore you cannot have any errors in engineering work. Another aspect, somebody also talked about hard work. I don't know, have you heard of that biblical story of David and Goliath? Has anyone heard or read about that story? Somebody, maybe. So David, David was a puny little shepherd and Goliath was a giant. So, as the story goes, David, said of that giant Goliath, no, he is not too big to hit. He is too big to miss. So that's what you have to, what does this mean? Basically, you got to set your goals and then pursue it with diligence. It's also explained in another story. If you've been to the countryside here or up to Rishikesh or otherwise, have you ever seen a small, the rivulets or brooks there? Several times you've seen there, boulders or stones there. So what does the water do? If you have a big boulder in the river or stream, what does the boulder do? Or what does the water do, sorry, if you have a big boulder? Change the direction. But what does it do before changing the direction? It collects strength. So it slowly the level rises, then it waits, and then it turns around. So we call this the pause, poise, and power principle. Don't rush headlong into stuff without understanding, without planning. Think of how you want to achieve it, and then move forward. As they always say, you can always decide in haste only to repent at leisure. So you wouldn't want to do that. Or there's another person, they put it in another smart way. Work in such a manner that you don't have the time to hurry. If you want to be successful, never lie to yourself. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I would request you all to welcome amongst us our guest of honor, Mr. Sharad Agarwal.
Most of you, when you get into college, why do you get into college? Why do you look for a good college, an aspiring career? It's for the first child, that is Lakshmi. Most of you look for a very bright career, look at what kind of salaries I'll get when I come out of the college, what are the companies that will pick us up, or we start a new venture. But let me tell you that Lakshmi is not stable. And if you run after Lakshmi, it will not come after you. Let it follow you. And Lakshmi also has a sister, which is called Alakshmi. So when you have Lakshmi, her sister walks along with her, and that Alakshmi will bring a lot of quarrels and instability in your life. So this happens when you follow Lakshmi. Lakshmi is not bad, but when you follow Lakshmi, Alakshmi also joins her. And it's the most unstable goddess. It can move in any direction. You might have Lakshmi one day, second day you might not have. So there is second goddess, Saraswati, which is the second portion of LSG. And this is a goddess which is very difficult to acquire. But once you acquire it, it will be always with you. And Lakshmi is only stable when Saraswati is there with you. So first you need to try and acquire Saraswati, and Lakshmi will always stay with you. And Saraswati is stable, she will never leave you. It's only the difficult part. Once you acquire it, maybe next 3-4 years it will be difficult. But once it is with you, it is always with you. You can never lose it. So try to acquire Saraswati. But what happens when you have Lakshmi as well as Saraswati? What you require along with money, knowledge, is emotional security. Is that important? Emotional security is very, very important. I know a lot of people who have got money, who got knowledge, but they are still insecure. And I know a lot of people who don't have money, who don't have knowledge, but they are still very secure. So emotional security is also very, very important. And the third goddess is Durga. Like in earlier days, you used to carry weapons, or goddess Durga carry weapon. So you feel like you are powerful. You're going into a war. you have weapons with you have modern kind of weapons and everything. But how do you get that emotional security in the modern day time if you look at that corollary? You need to have relationships, good relationship. And for having that security and that relationship, you will have to give relationship. It's a give and take kind of thing. So like when you're in college, you have a lot of friends, lot of good relations. They are your source of power. They are your security. They will always be with you. So whatever you try to do in life, you try to achieve these 3 LSGs, these 3 basics of LSG. You should have good relationships. You have good friends with you, which will give you emotional security. You should have knowledge, which is what Saraswati would give. And third is Lakshmi would automatically follow. Thank you so much.
And now we have a special address by Dr. V.S. Garg, Senior Advisor of APJ Group. I request Dr. Garg to kindly come on stage and address the gathering.
I have worked with Chairman Sir, Dr. Satyapal ji, for 15 good years. In fact, I'm the most fortunate person, meeting him every morning 9 o'clock till 12:30. He dreamt a kind of education which is holistic in nature and rooted in Indian culture and human values. There are 3 things here. When you say holistic education, what we always meant education for living as well as education for life. When you say education for life, Chairman Sir always wanted each and every graduate from APJ to be first good human being. And then you have to be great professional. So the combination of 2, you need to be, he always said that we would like our students to be provided with the kind of knowledge, skills and values so that they are great professionals, but at the same time they have to be good human values, good human being. You know, he said, and it is very true, that each and every child is unique. And he always wanted each of us to respect this uniqueness. We should acknowledge and appreciate the uniqueness of each and every student. He always said that we can have a graduate, say you can do engineering and you will be a very good engineer, but engineering alone would not help you in the life unless until you are good in several other things. Like, for example, you may be a good designer, you may be a good orator, you may be a good thinker. When you have all these qualities, and then when you go out into industry or anywhere, you would be able to adjust and make a mark there. And that is where the liberal art education came into the picture. Liberal art is the approach. It's the approach where we expect each and every one of you to learn how to have critical thinking done, how we can have problem solving done. And once we are able to have some of these skills, we certainly would be able to do wonders. We want each of you to compete with self. You know, I mean, like, we can't compete with others. Someone may do extremely well, but if I'm somewhere today, and if I can do better than what I have done today, tomorrow, I need to congratulate myself. And this provides you with the intrinsic motivation. And this provides you with a lot of empowering. Now, another thing he believed, that each of us should strive for excellence. And striving for excellence is something which should be the cornerstone of each institutions. He also believed that pursuit of excellence is a never-ending process and that we should never rest on our laurels. We talked about man-making and nation-building. Education should be man-making and nation-building. When you talk about man-making, this is Swami Vivekananda's saying, I'm sure many of you may be very well aware. When you talk about man-making, you are talking about producing good human beings. We always try to produce autonomous learners. Because no one knows whatever content you do today is going to be obsolete tomorrow. We never know what kind of technology we are going to face in 2 years or 3 years or 4 years by the time we go. So we talk about autonomous learner. And what is that autonomous learner? Learner who has been provided with knowledge, skills, and the temperament. What kind of temperament? Temperament to have independent exploration. You should be able to independently explore. You should be able to create. There are few lines written Harbans Rai Bachchan ji ki. I would like to read that, and you would find that these lines tells us that we never have to give up. We have to have positive attitude in life. हिम्मत करने वालों की हार नहीं होती. हिम्मत करने वालों की हार नहीं होती. लहरों से डरकर नैया पार नहीं होती. हिम्मत करने वालों की हार नहीं होती. लहरों से डरकर नैया पार नहीं होती. मन का विश्वास हम में साहस भरता है. मन का विश्वास हम में साहस भरता है. चढ़कर गिरना और गिरकर चढ़ना ना अखरता है. We are talking about those ants. चींटियाँ होती हैं ना, when they are climbing, most of the time you see again they will fall, but that they will keep on trying. चढ़कर गिरना गिरकर चढ़ना ना अखरता है. आखिर उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं होती. हिम्मत करने वालों की हार नहीं होती.